Hi, my name's Nigel Christensen. I'm one of the producers of Primal, and I wrote the original story that Josh turned into a screenplay and then directed. And thought I'd give you a little bit of background as to where the story came from. We're up in the far northwest sector of the Blue Mountains, outside of Sydney. Now we're about to drive through a tunnel that was made as part of the railway line from the old kerosene shale mines, far western side of the mountains that used to be there. There are two tunnels. The first one we drive through. It's a bit bumpy, but we can drive through. The second one, we have to walk. That'll be more fun. Now, I live in Sydney, have for a long time. And around Sydney, there's a lot of bushland, a lot of national parks. And over the years, I've done a lot of exploring in these national parks, a lot of camping, a lot of hiking, bushwalking. And it was a few events on some of these trips that led to the story of Primal. And some of these camping trips don't always go so well. And one of them, I arrived at a campsite very late on my own, and I'd injured myself. Well, I didn't really know how bad at the time. Following morning, I woke up, discovered I wasn't alone. I discovered I'd picked up some huge leeches, and well, I'd been camping the night before. And they'd slept with me in the sleeping bag. I'd rolled on some of them. They'd squashed all over my back and my sides. And some of them were still on, still alive and still going for it after 8 hours of sucking, and they were big, nasty bastards. And then on that same trip, came time to leave, and discovered my knees were very badly injured, and I couldn't properly walk. I had to fashion some crutches out of sticks. And really didn't have a good time. It took me about 8 hours to hike out of this trail. A trail that should have taken maybe 3 or 4, the most. Anyway, it got me thinking, being a writer. Imagine going on a walk to somewhere where you get badly injured or sick and you can't get out. In fact, the only way out is through a long, dark, creepy tunnel. The last place on Earth you want to go. Well, the actual tunnel that is the basis for Primal is where we're going now. Well, we're inside the tunnel. It's pitch black, except for where the torch shines. I don't know if you can see, the floor is very uneven. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Classic horror movie look. Okay, so we're actually halfway through the tunnel. And the really cool thing about it is because the tunnel curves, once you're halfway in, it's completely black in either direction, up, down, everywhere. So you definitely don't want to drop your torch. And the other good part about that is, well, apart from being really spooky, is there are actually glowworms in here, hence the name. The glowworm tunnel itself is about 400 metres long. After a period in the dark, you emerge into the beautiful scenery of the canyon on the far side. It is a truly beautiful spot, and we would have loved to have filmed Primal here, but unfortunately, being in a very remote part of a national park 3.5 hours from Sydney, it just wasn't possible. Beyond the tunnel, a path follows the base of the cliffs that leads to the Wolgan Valley on the far western side of the Blue Mountains. The landscape here is ancient and mysterious, and was a powerful inspiration for the story behind Primal.